what's up, guys? I just wanted to come on here and talk about Evero and potentially leaving for a head coaching job. And I'm actually on the fence. I really want him to get a head coaching job because obviously he's one of the most coveted defensive minds. And 3 people wanting him, the Falcons interviewing the Steelers, and second interview with the Las Vegas Raiders. And I understand the Rooney Rule. That's a factor, obviously, but he led us to a top 4 defense when we had guys like Brian Burns, and before we kind of dismantled the team for the rebuild, retool, whatever you want to call it. Last year was historically bad, obviously, and the personnel and what we didn't have was a big reason for that. And obviously, this year we improved. Mike Jackson and J.C. Horn, one of the best cornerback duos in NFL. Obviously, J.C. Horn's concussion late in the game against the Rams played factor. And I know people are frustrated about how that last drive went. I think that if J.C. Horn's in there, we have a really good shot. And I think that obviously not having a lot of pass rush plays factor. But we did get back into the game because of the defense in the second half of the Rams game. Just a really bad last drive. But the linebacker personnel is probably the worst set of linebackers that the Panthers have had in a while due to injury and just not upper echelon. Even though Christian Roseboom and those guys played their butts off, would you love to have a Frankie Louvu or Shaq Thompson or Trevin Wallace? Losing him was big. And I even think if we had a Corey Thornton on the other side for J.C. Horn, that last drive might have been different. It is Matthew Stafford, and I don't think zone might not have been the best call, but with what we had, you got to do what you got to do, and it is what it is. I think that Evero doing what he did this year with the lack of pass rush, and not that you need names in football, but it does help. And what the San Francisco 49ers are doing is insane with all their injuries and everything they're doing. So if Robert Saleh doesn't get a job, I think it's a total injustice. But I think the emergence of Nick Scorton, second rounder, Princely had some moments as well. So I think if we can add to the pass rush and grab more talent, I think Evero will take a step forward and be able to be more aggressive, I think, and feel good about the results. Obviously, it's up to the players to make the plays, and we couldn't make one the last drive. So again, I'm on the fence whether Evero coming back is the best thing, but obviously him getting a head coaching job would be a big promotion for him, and I think he deserves it because taking a historically bad, worst defense anybody's ever seen in the NFL and making them very respectable with the pieces that we have and developing the young pieces that we have, it's a feather in his cap. So obviously I think the New Orleans game there at New Orleans annoyed me the most. But again, it comes back to the personnel, the lack of execution, and the fact that injuries always play factor, and you just got to deal with it. And it just didn't work out. But Evero being back would be a good thing, but also a change might be a good thing too, because I think we're gonna really attack free agency in pass rush and Linebackers is a huge need. But I could see it going either way, and I'm fine with it either way. And I think this was a step forward, and whatever we decide to do and whatever Evero decides to do, it's going to be best for everyone involved, I think. So, as always, keep pounding, go Panthers. That's my take on Evero. Kind of on the fence, but excited to see how it plays out for sure.